So, Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome to 2019. I'm a bit excited. It's about to get cold, and if it's as cold as we were predicting in July, it might make me seem a little bit less mad to my family. Kind of helpful. Thank you for any followers that I've got so far. I'm hoping my new gadgets are going to make these videos a bit easier to watch and a bit easier to understand. Any comments or queries, just please leave them. I sort of need a bit of guidance, otherwise I'm just sort of plugging videos trying to help people without knowing what they want to learn or what they want to know. Or if you even want to tell me how wrong I am, just go nuts, because I'd love to have a debate. Right, so the first article from the Christmas break is the Neil Armstrong on the coming Ice Age. Well, mini Ice Age, sorry. Don't want to be an alarmist. Okay, Zero Hedge. Martin Armstrong on the coming Ice Age. Quick scan through that. Like I say, the link will be here, so when you're ready, just have a look and take it all in. Just a bit more of the mainstream starting to sway towards the understanding that global warming is not happening. Can I say it any clearer? Not happening. The ice is getting thicker, the world is getting colder. Oh look, another one. Sorry, global warming alarmists, the Earth is cooling, from Forbes this time. Another one from this week. Sorry, global warming alarmists, the Earth is cooling. Climate change itself is already in the process of definitively rebutting climate alarmists who think human use of fossil fuel is causing ultimately catastrophic global warming. Ha! The rest of the article pretty much reads along them notes, saying how much of the IPCC know nothing, and they're just in a little party with the UN singing about CO2 to themselves. No thank you. Right, that's that done. Okay, so on No Trick Zones, 92 new papers link solar forcing to climate. Some predict solar-induced global cooling by 2030. Once again, it's getting colder. No Trick Zones. Global cooling on the horizon. More singing the same song. 92 new papers, 2018, link solar forcing to climate. Some predict solar-induced global cooling by 2030. I don't know how much of this you guys want to read, but I'll just scan through it. Link will be underneath. This goes on quite a while. There's 92 papers. And then a lot of people saying, no, the consensus is otherwise, but it's not, because I'm showing you. 92 papers. People are waking up. You should too. Go back to this. And I just like to bring these up every now and again, because all I get from global warming people is, how do cosmic rays cause earthquakes and volcanoes? Well, here you go. Right here. Just read the words. My favourite. Another scientist, another bit of research, all saying the same thing. Cosmic rays can cause earthquakes and volcanoes. The science is here. There's many more papers doing the same thing. Just Google it. 9 out of 11 events occurred during inactive phases of solar magnetic activity. Solar minimum. Boom, boom, boom. Headline. 96.7%. That's pretty certain. There's a strong relationship there. Do the maths. Oh, and I'd just like to share this as a side note. Magnetic field getting weaker in line with a solar minimum. Yeah, do the maths. I'm sure I've covered this in earlier videos. I don't know what this is in Africa, but weakening Earth magnetic field. That's the headline I want to take from that. That is not a good thing, entering a solar minimum. neither the grand solar minimum. Oh dear. Looks like we're about to completely leave any prediction they made. You know, given the fact they've left themselves nearly 1.5 degree of accuracy, we're about to fall completely out of it. So now you're really wrong. Not just a little bit wrong, but really, really, really wrong. Oh dear. When that little black line just goes tip, are they not just completely wrong? Just wrong. And when it comes down here, are they not very, very wrong? And when it's sort of just around here, well, are you going to listen then? Or are you going to just say, oh, no one can know? Solar cycles. It's in our history. It's not a mystery. Just please check the info out, read it, have a look. It might even blow your mind a little bit. Who knows? And solar cycles. But please just Google it yourself. Lots of data. There's lots of science. Unlike global warming, I dare you, just Google CO2 linked to temperature, and all you get is maths suggesting a correlation, which doesn't add up. But no one can prove it in an experiment. I'd like to thank Tony Heller for his videos recently, showing up the IPCC again for their lies and misdirection. You know, considering their strategies from 1972, you'd have thought they'd have evolved it a bit from them, but no, they haven't. They're still using simple tricks and simple lies to fool simple people who don't seem to ask questions. So all you got to do to prove them wrong is ask questions, and Tony's showing you the way, so please watch his videos. He can disprove global warming better than I can. And to be honest, I'm not interested in it. I don't see how CO2 levels are going to do anything during a grand solar minimum at all. How is that going to counter the effects of nuclearization of clouds or activation of silicon-rich rocks? CO2, oh no. Anyway, cheers Tony, carry on the good work. Right, so I thought it's about time I probably tell you a little bit about who I am. I'm really not anyone to do with weather, but my name's James. I'm a husband, a father. I've worked most of my life in many different industries. About a year and a half ago, I swapped positions with my wife so I could spend some time with my son after 2 years of intensive work. So I sort of swapped roles a bit. Gave me a bit of spare time. I went back to sort of hobbies I used to have. I used to spend a bit of time debunking conspiracy theories and looking into things and just having a giggle with it. Looked into most of them and debunked most of them, but when I started looking into the grand solar minimum, every fact I tried to debunk led me to more questions which then I could not debunk, which sort of made me sort of get stuck in this path. Now I just sort of stuck here trying to convince my wife that I'm not nuts, and I've started trying to do these videos to try and make other people aware and see who else is aware, because I think there's a great misdirection going on, and I don't think it's an intentional misdirection, because I think everyone involved in it is so educated in it that they don't know it's a misdirection. But if I'm right, it's going to be pretty nuts. I don't want to be right. I'm hoping that the more I shout, someone's going to come up and convince me I'm wrong. That's what I really would have liked. But every time I talk to a climatologist or anyone with any education, I get the same answers which don't lead to facts. They're just opinions and consensus. And the consensus is getting weaker and the facts are getting disproved. So, if anyone wants to sort of put me at ease and tell me exactly how much I'm wrong, I'm welcoming it because it'll put my mind at ease. But I don't think you will, and I'd love you to try. So far in all my videos, I've pretty much stuck to other people's research and facts. I'm now going to sort of tell you how I think it's been missed and what I think they haven't put together, what pieces are not coming together because they're not the right people in the right fields talking to each other. It's another case of left hand and right hand not understanding the importance of each other's work. And if you look at the people that are looking into the volcanoes being caused by cosmic rays, they're not talking to the people that are looking at clouds caused through cosmic rays. Both things can cause cooling, and if both things are happening at the same time, an accumulative effect of cooling can happen. So how can they say they've got it covered when they haven't even thought of it, to put it into the models to even get close to an idea of what could be happening? On a serious note, guys, the sudden stratospheric warming that's been happening for the last sort of week and a half, 2 weeks, is going to cause some pretty extreme cold and snow. Very likely, at least for the east coast of England, starting middle of January, going into February, maybe even lasting into mid-February. So stock up a bit, yeah? Get some bread in the freezer, some milk in the freezer, get a few tins of soup, you know, some things that are going to last if you can't get out. Just do yourselves a little favour and have a little stock up. Don't go nuts, and I don't want to be an alarmist. But it's going to get cold and it's going to get snowy and you ain't going to want to go out. So just think ahead. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't go nuts. Just a bit of common sense, guys. Come on. Once again, thank you for enjoying me. Yeah. Once again, thank you for joining me on my little videos here. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe and like. Not hard, is it? Do me a favour. Let me know I'm not wasting my time.